Once again, our starting point is a reunion of families torn apart by the Korean War at Mount Kumgang. These very elderly men and women are wishing time could stand still as they may never see each other again. Jung-hee is covering the event for us this week. Jung-hee, what have we seen so far on this day two of this very long overdue event?
Daniel, day two of the 3-day-long family reunions has come to an end. In South and North Korean families spent a total of 5 hours together today. This morning, the families had 3 hours of private time in their rooms, and in the afternoon, they met once again for 3 hours for a joint group reunion. We're hearing from South Korea's joint press pool there at North Korea's Mount Kumgang that the families were mingling much more naturally, and the overall atmosphere was much brighter than at the first group reunion yesterday. Families were eager to make the most out of the session, chatting and laughing and taking pictures. But behind this happy and bright atmosphere, some participants were disappointed because their family members from the other side of the border just couldn't make it to the reunion event and had to rest in their rooms due to health concerns. As the families heard the announcement that their meeting would be over soon, some teared up and held onto each other even tighter, not wanting to part again. They were sad that they don't have much time left and that the time they had was just too short. We could also see some people promising each other not to cry tomorrow, which will be the last day of the reunions, and others who said they hope they can write to each other. The South Koreans left the meeting room first, and the North Koreans watched them, unable to say anything. Daniel, 2 out of the 3 days have gone by so quickly, and to the people meeting their loved ones up there at Mount Kumgang, they must feel that even more than we do. Well, the good news is that the authorities of the two Koreas agreed to give them 1 more hour to be together than originally planned. The families were to meet again for 2 hours tomorrow, but upon South Korea's request, it's been decided that they'll be together for 3 hours. That increases the total number of meeting hours from 11 to 12. But we all know that that's just not going to be enough to make up for the decades-long separation. After their last session tomorrow, the South and North Korean families will be saying a heartbreaking final goodbye to each other as the South Koreans make their way back home early tomorrow afternoon. Daniel.